Hey guys, Peyton Snapeback here again for another DVD and Blu-ray update for you guys this week. It's been about 2 weeks since my last one. So this time I got more DVDs than Blu-rays. This time, I got 11 movies here. I got 6 DVDs and 5 Blu-rays, one of them being from Scorpion Releasing, one of them being from the Disney Movie Club, and many more. So, let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Um, So the first one here I got, this is from the Scorpion Releasing. This is a movie I found at Goodwill on a DVD a couple years ago, and I upgraded it to Blu-ray. 'Cause at first I didn't really like it. I wanted to upgrade it to Blu-ray for a little bit. I want to see if I like it a lot better. There was some scenes I kept getting bored with. Some scenes I got me intrigued, but other than that, I really just couldn't get into this one. And it's a slasher movie. I love slashers, but I just could not get into this one. But it was a movie called The Shredder here on Blu-ray. I will say, though, it's got this very cool new artwork cover on here. And it has, of course, the original artwork that was released on the DVD as well, along with the poster. Came with a limited edition poster as well, mini poster. Um, But this was kind of like one of those movies that was like at the time, those teen slasher movies that came out, that was like Scream and I Know What You Did Last Summer and Urban Legend, Cherry Falls. Um, but like I said, this one is kind of like my least favorite of that kind of genre. This one is. I do like, however, that Scott Weiger's in this one, who was Steve from Full House, and that was the other reason why I wanted to watch this one. I wanted to watch it, again, because I'll be talking to him in just a few weeks. And I kind of want to talk to him about this movie. But the movie is basically about it's him and a group of these friends. Originally, it was going to be Scott Weiger's character and his girlfriend. It was just going to be like just the two of them like getaway. But of course, it's that couple and a group of their other friends. They're going on this ski trip and of course there's someone out there who's dressed in in the ski costume and is taking people out one by one. That's technically what it is. But I don't know. It looks pretty good on Blu-ray. I liked how they kind of cleaned it up a little bit, but I don't know. This one was kind of like my least favorite, so I don't know what I'm going to do at this point. What is? But on here though has a brand new on-camera interview with some of the cast members, a brand new audio commentary, outtakes, and original trailer for this one. All right, the next one here, I reviewed the original one in the last update, and I thought, since I watched the original one, I decided to watch the remake on Blu-ray, but it's the Freaky Friday remake with Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan. Um, which I think is more better than the original one. Like the original one was okay, but it was a little bit different from this one. This one, of course, however, has to do with the Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan. Lindsay Lohan's the daughter of Jamie Lee Curtis in the movie, and they're not. Both of them are not really getting along. Of course, they're always getting into fights, and Lindsay Lohan's character is always getting in trouble in school, and has a problem with this one girl. Um, but it's them and their other family members. They go to this Chinese restaurant one night, and once again they're having an argument, and this one of the women that works there, gives them a fortune cookie, and of course when they read it, that's when everything happens. They end up switching bodies the very next day, and it's kind of like them trying to figure out how to get their normal bodies back, have everything get back to normal again. But it's like I said, it's one of the better ones though. I thought, of course, there's no features on here though. I think the old DVD had some features, had like maybe some deleted scenes or something. But yeah, but there's no features on this one. But I'm happy that this one has gotten a Blu-ray release for, I think it's been out for 4 years now. Gotta get some water. All right. The next one here I got. Now this is one I have not seen this one in years. I remember seeing this one in the theater. I just remember really liking this one. And, my grandmother, who's no longer with us, she never really liked horror movies. She never really liked, the Chucky movies. She never really liked, the Friday the 13th movies. I remember her surprisingly really liking this one. Um, and I could kind of see it because it wasn't really like more of a horror. It was more of like a mystery thriller. But it's a movie called Hide and Seek on a Blu-ray. Now I remember when I first, the only reason I wanted to see this one is because like I loved, for some reason I loved, playing hide and seek, and I thought that's what the movie was about. But of course it sort of really wasn't. But I still like it though, and I actually like it just as much now than I did before. But the movie is, Robert De Niro, his daughter, Dakota Fanning's character. Um, the wife ends up apparently committing suicide. And it's them moving to this new house and starting a new life, and Dakota Fanning's character is, she's really like quiet, and but when they get there, she keeps mentioning this some person named Charlie, and and she keeps saying to her father like she's friends with this person named Charlie, and when weird stuff happens in the house, like weird writings happen on the walls, she keeps blaming it on this person named Charlie, and of course, he's thinking that it's a imaginary friend, and there's a great twist that happens. I really love the twist because the twist really works. It just feels like something that M. Night Shyamalan would have done. You know, thinking of this now. But such a great movie here. I always really like this one. The next one here I got. This is one I remember seeing this one at the drive-in, and I remember always remembering the ending scene of this. But it was the movie Evan Almighty, which was actually, it's not really like a sequel, but it's more like a spin-off, to Bruce Almighty. I feel like this one doesn't really get mentioned that much. I think Bruce Almighty gets mentioned a little bit more, which I like both of those movies. I like that and this. But this is, of course, this one has Steve Carell and Morgan Freeman plays God in this movie. Speaking of that, I have another movie related to religion. I'll talk about it in just a sec. But the movie is it's Steve Carell's character, his wife Lauren Graham, and their kids move into this house. And Steve Carell's character is kind of like not really the head, but he's like a junior congressman at the White House, and he prays to God about something, and all of a sudden, like he's getting like all these mysterious deliveries, like he's getting wood sent to him, and he's getting like tools sent to him, and of course, you find out right away, it's Morgan Freeman who's playing God in the movie. He wants him to build this ark, and and the funny thing is, like all these animals keep like messing with Steve Carell's character, and they won't leave him alone. It's such a great, hilarious movie. I've always really liked it. But I do always remember when I first saw this at the drive-in. I never really saw drive-ins. I never went to drive-ins that much. I really miss those. Thinking about it now. But there was like this. Nice, explain it. There was like this very great like flood scene. I just remembered the flood scene in this movie. There was something great about that sequence. Like, really, to me, I thought that was like probably one of the greatest sequences in a movie, and like for in over years. But that's what I wanted to mention. But I really enjoyed this one for what it was. The last one on Blu-ray I have. This is one of the ones I found at Dollar Tree. I thought it was alright. I mean, I never really. I think I've seen the first one, and I think this one's technically the third one. I think, but it's called God's Not Dead: A Light in Darkness on Blu-ray. I just got it because it was $1. That was it. Okay, so the first DVD I have. Now I know this one's on Blu-ray. I think for a while it was on Blu-ray in the UK, which I think is region free. But it is on Blu-ray in the US, but it's a burn on demand. But this is one I found at a Big Lots. This one I think was like a lot better than the Shredder movie. This is a movie here called Mask Maker here on DVD. I think this one, like I said, I think this one was a lot better a slasher than the Shredder movie. But the movie here is basically it's this couple who moves to this house, and I think that they're like boyfriend and girlfriend. I don't know if they got married in in the movie or what, but she's not really happy about like the way the house looks. She's not really happy that the that her man bought the house, and but she tries to get used to it, But when they get there, there's weird things happening. You know, some of the people that are going there, they're like acting really strange. And of course, you find out there's like this guy who's like killing people and like making like sort of like a sort of like Leatherface, kind of like wearing their faces and stuff. But I don't know. I actually really like this one. There's a couple cool people in here. Jonathan Breck, who plays the Creeper in Jeepers Creepers, is in this movie. Michael Berryman's in this one. Terry Kaiser from Friday the 13th Part 7's in this one. I don't know. I actually do like. I really enjoyed this one. Even though it was a little bit slow though. I mean, the kills didn't happen until like later on in the movie. It was very slow, but I still enjoyed this one for what it was. I mean, I highly recommend it. All right, these next two, I just literally bought these ones from um the flea market on Sunday, and I did like a haul video on Sunday. But I watched a couple of them. This next one right here, this is a show I haven't watched in years. I watched a couple episodes on Paramount Plus. Um, but I mainly got this because there was like an episode on here that I have not seen in years. But this is it's called The Backyardigans. It's great to be a ghost here on DVD. Um, you know, this is this is at the time. I think the show came out in 2005, and I believe this was actually the first release of the show that came out on DVD and VHS. Because I think a couple came out to VHS. But you get 4 episodes on here. It's great to be a ghost. You get Monster Detectives. That was the one I always remember watching as a kid. Monster Detectives, having to do with like the soccer monster. Then you got The Key to the Nile and Pirate Treasure. I don't know. I've always really remember really liking the show. I never really watched the later ones. Probably the earlier ones. Oh, that would be my cat up there. It'll be Rocky. The next one here. This is one I just got them finishing earlier today. Watching some of these ones now, I really like a lot better than how I used to. I mean, it wasn't that I hated them. I mean, but I kind of like what they did. But this was like Joyride 2 Dead Ahead here on DVD. Now for some reason, the only ones we got on Blu-ray in the U.S. at least is parts 1 and 3. We never got part 2 on Blu-ray for some reason. I think it came out the Blu-ray in a couple of countries. I don't know if it's region free though. If anyone has that, if it's region free, definitely let me know. Um, but you know, when you think about the first one, it was more of like a thriller movie, just like a straight up thriller mystery movie. When the sequels came on, they were kind of like more of like slasher torture like movies, especially this one. And the third one was basically all about nudity, basically. But this one has to do with like the Rusty Nail character. It's a group of these friends. They get in car trouble and they come across this house, which of course belongs to the Rusty Nail character, and they end up borrowing his car. And and then he ends up calling one of the girls the next day, and he's like, "Oh, I believe you have something to mind." And the girl's like, "Oh yeah, yeah, we borrowed your car and we had some car trouble. I'm so sorry." And of course, he's mad about that, and of course he like making him do all this like crazy shit, like take people's fingers off, and just all this crazy stuff that happens going on in the movie, and it was more crazy and dramatic than the first one was. But I really, I actually really enjoyed this one now. Now these last three right here, these are ones I'm going to sell. We got Guardians of the Museum here on DVD, released from this came out from BBC, and apparently this was kind of like a knockoff to like Night at the Museum. It's alright. This one right here, I do like that the fact this is in a Blockbuster case, because I love Blockbuster cases. But, this one didn't really do it for me. I don't know, I thought the torture scenes were okay and the gore was alright, but this one didn't really do it for me. But it was a experiment in torture here on DVD. And the last one here I got, this one was kind of like a weird movie. It had this weird animation to it. And apparently it's based off a children's book I never even heard of, but it's called Benjamin the Elephant here on DVD. It has this like weird CGI-ness to it with the elephant especially. I don't know, this one was very, very strange. But that is it for this DVD and Blu-ray update. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later on Saturday for a new GalaxyCon interview with Bill Farmer, who voices Goofy in the Goofy movie. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys later.